In this video, we're going to be talking about the number one mistake that people make when it comes to advertising their businesses, which results in zero sales, no new inquiries, no new clients, and how with one fundamental shift in your strategy, you can start fixing that as soon as today so that marketing your business actually starts working and you start seeing those inquiries and new clients coming in. For those of you who don't know me, welcome to my channel. My name is Candice Davies and I'm an online business and content strategist. And over the years, working with a whole lot of people in a whole lot of fields, industries, and niches, the number one mistake that I have seen, this common thread amongst these business owners, is that their attempts to advertise and market themselves has been a visibility strategy. In other words, they've been thinking, which I will just say actually makes a hell of a lot of sense to me. The logic's there. They think, well, the more people that I get in front of and the more people that know about me, the better my chances are that someone's going to want to kind of reach out and work with me. Now, visibility is really just about getting eyes on you, okay? And that is just simply not enough. Because if you think about it, so what if somebody just knows who you are? There's no emotion or a sense in the other person, the person on the other end of the screen scrolling or watching your videos. There's no sense that, well, now I know who you are, but I also feel like you are the person that can help me. So the logic is there. I get why people think they need just to have like a presence or be visible, but that isn't really an advertising strategy because it doesn't carry enough clout behind it, right? It's not packed with enough power to motivate the person that you are trying to get in front of, the person that you're hoping will want to use you to reach out. Okay, so visibility is very important. Absolutely. People have to know who we are. But they also have to think about us in a certain way. And hopefully, when they start to think about us in the way of, you are the person that can help me, it's going to motivate them to take an action, to do something with that feeling, which is to reach out to you, to find out more about your services, or maybe even ask how can they get the process started. Okay. So what we really want is, and I want you to think about yourself right now, the chances are you are really good at what you do. And you're probably very passionate about it. You've got great results from people that you've worked with in the past. The trick is that what we need people to think is, well, number one, we need people, okay? We need people that we can help. Not everybody, just the people that need what we can do really well. But we need them to see us as the person that can help them. And most importantly, that they actually want to pay us to do that. Because why would you be advertising your business in the first place? It's not just so that people know about your business. That's not the goal of advertising your business. The goal is that actually you're going to start seeing money come in. People are going to be inquiring. People are going to be signing up. They want to use you, okay? And if that's the goal of advertising and marketing your business, what we need to get clear, so this is the shift, guys. The shift is, it's not about visibility. It's about visibility coupled with conversion, okay? In other words, it's about people knowing who we are, the right people knowing who we are. And then it's about getting them to believe and to see us as the person that can help them. And they want to pay us to do that. Now, how do we do that? And the very simple answer for me is with your content. That is the job of your content strategy. It is through the content you're creating to get people to see you in a certain way and to believe in you enough that they want to reach out and they want to pay you. for the thing that you can do really well. So whether you're on social media platforms advertising your business, whether you're on SEO platforms or doing things that involve SEO like blogging, or you've looked at your website optimization, or maybe you're running Google ads, anything that involves SEO, or whether it's you've got an email list or you're doing collabs, whatever. It can be a whole lot of ways that you're trying to get in front of the right people, but all of them share one thing in common, and that is, regardless of how you're doing it, you are going to be creating content, whether it's in the form of an email, whether it's a YouTube video, an Instagram story, a LinkedIn post, a training you're giving in somebody's Facebook group. That is content, right? So you advertise your business through your content. And your content's job is to initiate the process of converting people. Now, the way I think about that is, if somebody comes across your profile or your channel, they don't know who you are. You are a complete stranger to them, right?
Wait a minute. Who are you?
They don't know you from Bob, okay? What we want is that hopefully something about our content gets them to feel like, I need to follow you, or I need to subscribe to you, or your list or your channel or whatever. And then understanding that it takes time, because it's a psychological process, that we've got to earn that person's belief and trust in us, right? So through the content we're making, we want to slowly shift the perception this person has of us, that we're not just a stranger anymore. It's now we're becoming someone that they want to hear from. They want to read our posts. They want to watch our videos because we are helping them, right? Or what we're saying makes sense. Then we want them to start thinking, I read everything you write, or I watch every video you make, to eventually, and maybe at this point, they're even contemplating, maybe I should get hold of her, or maybe I should sign up for that opt-in, or eventually we want them to feel like, yeah, I am going to grab that resource, or I am going to get that download, or I am going to ask about her one-on-one services. And eventually they take that final action, which is to say, I'm ready. Now, that doesn't happen quickly for everybody. In fact, my experience is it's the minority that are on that conversion line. It's the majority of our audience, and we've got to be doing that slow and consistent work of getting them to see us in a different way, getting them to feel something about us. And that is the conversion process, and we do that through our content. That's why I always go on and on about content strategy, because really it is at the heart of how you advertise and market your business. So that is the fundamental shift. It's not about visibility anymore. It's not just so that people are going to know who you are. It's seeing your advertising and marketing strategy as a content strategy. Now, if this makes sense to you and you really want to learn more about, okay, so now what do we need to have in place for that content strategy? I've got a great download for you that goes through, because again, most people just go into this content frenzy where they just start making content, but there's absolutely no thought process beforehand. I don't want you to do that. If you've got this awareness that you do need a good content strategy, you do want to be facilitating that process in your audience's mind, I just want you to, before you go running in like a bull in a china shop, just take a minute, take a breath, get everything in place first before you implement your content strategy, okay? So that's what this download's about. It's about all the things you need to have in place before you start making content. I can't stress enough how important it is to have the pieces of your puzzle first before you just start building. I'm going to link it for you in the description. Go and grab it. And if this video resonated with you and you're like, yes, this makes so much sense, I would love it if you let me know in the comments. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our channel. We're new here, we're growing. I would love to hear from you. Please go ahead and subscribe and leave a comment. Ask questions. I reply to everything. It is me. It's not bots. It's not a team member. It's me. I'd love to hear from you. And otherwise, I'll catch you in the next video.